So today on the Jazz Bass project, I'm going to be sanding the body down with a finished sand, not a finished sand, but a sand that's going to smooth everything out before I do a grain filler coat. So let's get down to that. Alright, so for this I just have a regular old Craftsman sander, and for those of you who've been following the project, you know that I haven't done this before on a guitar. I've used the sander plenty of times, whatever. So the things I'm going to look out for is the edges. I don't want to deform these edges. They're nice and routed and formed up nicely the way I want them. And this line right here where it slants off, I don't want to mess that line up. And that's basically it. I don't want to create any discontinuity in the flatness. Basically, I'm just trying to get rid of these pencil marks and any little rough spots, which there isn't any on here. There is on the side in one place and on the back somewhere, I think it was. And I'll do that by hand. There's a little scratch right here where I slipped. I'll do that by hand. So like I said, basically just giving a quick run over and getting the pencil marks out and everything like that. So let's get to it. Now that is basic. Oh yeah, that thing is so smooth. Now that was 320 wet dry because it's all I had. So this isn't smooth though. I think I'm just gonna try and be careful and take it to this. Oh yeah, that's all it needed, was just a little bit. Alright, this is totally smooth. So now I'm gonna flip it over and do the same thing to the back. Where the neck pocket is, there's some pencil lines there. I'm just gonna have to get that by hand. I need to be careful of this belly cut because I don't want to deform that line, and like before, the edges, because I don't want to deform that at all. So let's see what we can do with this. Very smooth. Except in there. I really don't want to take the sander in on the edges. How would I even? That's most of it. I'll touch the rest up by hand. So let's get to that. Let's get to doing the sections by hand. So everything else worked out so well that I decided to give doing these sides a shot with the machine. I'm leery. I know I probably shouldn't even be doing this, but we're just going to give it a try and see what happens. Well, that's not doing much good. So, moving on to the next. I've got this pink eraser, which I got a lot of this information, how to do this, from a guy online whose YouTube channel is Highline Guitars. And one of it was to use the pink eraser with this. Way more slow going. Alright, so I'm not going to make you watch all of this, but I'm going to sand all these little cracks and crevices, and then we'll be ready to do a grain filler, but I'm not sure if I should do a grain filler because this is really smooth. So I might just go right to the dyes from this stage. I mean, it's really smooth. I'm not just trying to be lazy, because I'm actually looking forward to doing the grain filler, because, you know, it's my first time and I always try to look forward to things, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. So everything's basically to my liking. Having one spot right here that's giving me a tough time. Just can't seem to get it perfectly smooth. I might just have to call it and let it be the way it is. It's still pretty good. Maybe when I do like the grain filler, wet sanding or whatever, maybe that will help. Everything's pretty good here. I just have to move on, because if I don't, I mean, I'll find stuff forever. I'll just never stop finding stuff, because that's who I am as a person. I can't do it. I've been accused on more than one occasion of over prepping. Yeah, in my years in the painting industry. Trevor, you're doing too much. As I do more. Well, right here there's like bad gouge marks. So it's basically done now. I used the sander for all of this, and I got that scratch out that was right here from when I slipped with the drill bit. All this is smooth the way I want it, which is like butter, smooth like butter. So I'm going to move on to the grain filler phase. Well, I'm probably going to fiddle with it for a few more minutes, just because I'm a perfectionist like that. Why is this recording again? The ghost recorder.